Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. It helps the channel grow. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for the PlayStation 4. The BRONX KNIGHTS are a created franchise. They've been wedged into the American League West. They're currently, as you can see on the screen, in first place in the AL West, in 79-40, with a 14.5 game lead over the second place Seattle Mariners. It's the second week in August. It's my intention to play every inning of every game. No skipped innings, no simulated games, every inning of every game on YouTube's. This is game number 120 out of 162 and beyond. So thank you for joining me, and let's jump into the schedule. So it's the beginning of a 2-game set at home against the Atlanta Braves. Let's kick into the first one. View organization's games. Play game. Okay. Auto utilize. This is fix the active roster. Keep them active. Play full game. We have the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Looks good. Eli Ramos, 15-4. Everybody looks good. Let's rock and roll. Difficulty setting for pitching and hitting is on All-Star for the balance of the season. It's not on Dynamic, it's on All-Star. So welcome to Bronx for baseball here at Yankee Stadium, Classic Yankee Stadium, as the Atlanta Braves visit the BRONX KNIGHTS. On the mound for the Knights is Eli Ramos, making his 25th start of the season. He's 15-4. Those 15 wins lead the American League in wins, with a 3.33 earned run average, and he is the front runner currently for the American League Cy Young Award. And leading off for the Atlanta Braves is Omar Vizquel, hitting .259, a homer, 15 runs batted in. He was last year's Gold Glove Award winner for shortstop. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. At the knees, strike one. BRONX KNIGHTS 39 games over 500, good for first place in the AL West. That's Chris Ramos at second base. And in center field, Max Lukelich.
First pitch, 7-10.
Swing and a miss at the slider inside. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on Vizquel. Omar Vizquel was a Gold Glove shortstop in the 90s and 2000s. Played for the Cleveland Indians. And he lines the fastball down the left field line. A little late on it. Count will remain 0-2. Breaking ball inside, off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 73 degrees and sunny here in the Bronx for this afternoon game in August. That's a line drive. Drops in front of Lo Cicero and right. It is the leadoff single for the Braves. And they have a leadoff man on here in the first inning. Henry Cabrera steps to the plate, 283, 24 homers, 55 runs batted in. He has a runner at first and nobody out. And he's swinging at the first pitch. Throw down at second is not in time, so he has a hit and a stolen base. So runner in scoring position now with nobody out. And he lines it foul down the first base line. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Cabrera. Swing and a miss, strike 3, split finger fastball. And that's the first out of the game. Next up is Jeff Bagwell, the Hall of Famer, first baseman, hitting on the nose 300, 30 homers, 74 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the top of the first at Classic Yankee Stadium. Atlanta Braves versus the BRONX KNIGHTS. Pitches outside, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Inside off the plate, count is 2 balls and no strikes on Ramos. Check that on Bagwell. And 99-mile-an-hour fastball is slashed to the right side. Count is 2-1. Pitcher looks him back to second, throws to first for out number 2. Starting lineup for the Braves: Omar Vizquel is at short, Henry Cabrera is in left, Jeff Bagwell is at first, Rogers Hornsby is at second, Miguel Sano is at third, Christian Robinson is in center field, Ahmed Rosario is the DH, Miles Straw is the right fielder, and Brian O'Keefe is the catcher and batting ninth. Rogers Hornsby, 279, 30 homers, 73 runs batted in. He was an all-star this year. That's a deep drive to center. Back goes Lukulich at the track. The wall. It is gone. A 2-run home run for Rogers Hornsby. Home run number 31 of the season. And with 2 outs, the Braves have an early 2-0 lead. Just killed it to center field. Deepest part of the ballpark. So Miguel Sano steps to the plate. 276, 24 homers, 56 runs batted in. Bases empty with 2 away. Hard ground ball to the shifted infield. Salazar throws to first. Side retired, but not before Rogers Hornsby. 2-run homer here in the top of the first gives the Braves an early 2-0 lead. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Julio Arias, 6-10, 5.78 earned run average. And leading off for the Bronx Knights is Max Lukulich, the center fielder. 314, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in. He also has 31 stolen bases on the season. That's a line drive which is heading for the gap, and it will be in there. Makes a big turn but holds it first. So leadoff single for the Bronx Knights here in the bottom of the first.
Batting center, the first baseman, John Mattingly.
Next up is Don Mattingly. 327, 21 homers, 86 runs batted in. Hits a deep drive to center, but playable for the center fielder. He makes the catch for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Knights: Max Lukulich is in center, Don Mattingly is at first, Chris Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke is in left, Jacob Salazar is the DH today, Benny Lo Cicero in right, Matt Saps is the shortstop, Matt Termini is at third, and Anthony Millo is the catcher. Chris Ramos, 363, 47 homers, 119 runs batted in. Steps in from the right side against the lefty Arias. Outside ball 1. Braves are 40 games under 500. They're in last place in the National League West. National League East, check that. And he's off. Inside, strike. He stole that bag easily. That's stolen base, I believe, number 33 on the season. Perhaps 32 for Lukulich. So runner in scoring position at second, 1 away. His count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitches inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe McDonald is the home plate umpire calling balls and strikes today. Just gets a piece of the curveball, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the second baseman. Here comes the payoff pitch. That's a drive to left. It is a base hit. Lukulich rounds third. He heads on home. It's an RBI single for Chris Ramos. That's RBI number 120 on the season here in August. He's on a pace to drive in over 160 runs. Next up is Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder, 345, 30 homers, 93 runs batted in. Steps up with 1 out, runner at first. Score is 2-1 Atlanta. Pitches low, ball 1. Ball low, count is 2 balls and no strikes on O'Rourke. Ramos leads off first. Late on the fastball, count is 2-1. And he pulls the changeup foul, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 lead for Atlanta. Full count, 3-2. On deck is the DH today, Jacob Salazar. Ramos leads off first. With 1 away, will he be in motion? Probably not. And he pops him up into short left field. Vizquel is there on the outfield grass, makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
So the DH switch hitter batting from the right side. Jacob Salazar hitting .331 on this season. He has 14 homers. A little late on the fastball, strike 1. Fouls it off. Count quickly falls to no balls and 2 strikes on Salazar. Inside corner, strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. But so the Bronx Knights get an RBI single from Chris Ramos, and at the end of 1, it's Atlanta 2, the Knights 1. So we go to the top of the second. Kristen Robinson, 286, 8 homers, 47 runs batted in. Last year's National League Rookie of the Year. Steps in to lead off the second. Takes a fastball outside corner, strike 1. Deep drive the other way towards the right field line. It is a foul ball. He let it drop. That was a big mistake by Lo Cicero out in right field. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was up against the sidewall, but should have been a catch. Inside corner, strike 3 looking, and there's 1 out. Ramos' second strikeout. Next up is Ahmed Rosario. Takes a strike, hitting .259, 14 homers, 63 runs batted in. And he late on the fastball, drives it into the seats. Count is 0-2. Just gets a piece of the split-fingered fastball to stay alive. And he chops at the high fastball. Swing and a miss. The circle change. And there's 2 away. See the replay. Here we go.
The right fielder, number 9.
Out in front. So next up is Miles Straw, part-time player hitting .309. He has 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. In there, strike 1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Straw. Slow roller towards the second baseman. Ramos charges, fires, and the side is retired. So after 1.5, it's a 1-run ball game. Atlanta 2, Bronx 1. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Benny Cicero. He's hitting .305, but he's been hot in his last 8 games. He's 15 for his last 28. He also has 25 homers and 93 runs batted in. Those are both career highs. And that is a drive towards the right center field gap. Long run for the right fielder, but Straw makes the catch for the first out. Defensive alignment for the Braves in the outfield from left to right is Cabrera, Robinson, and Straw. And in the infield, Sano, Vizquel, Hornsby, and Bagwell, with Brian O'Keefe behind the plate. 3 Gold Glove winners out there, actually. Shortstop, first base, and catcher. So next up is Matthew Saps, 292, 23 homers, 77 runs batted in. First pitch is high, ball 1. 96 miles an hour on the radar gun. Grounds it down the third base line past the third baseman, but picked up quickly by the left fielder, and he'll have to hold to a single. So with 1 away, they have a runner at first. So somehow gets it in between the third baseman and the third base bag. If he had been guarding the line, he would have had that. So next up is the third baseman, Matt Termini, 309, 8 homers, 62 runs batted in. Pitches on the outside corner with the fastball, strike 1. Saps leads off first. Quick throw over there to keep him close. Inside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 8 home runs is not third on the team. Chris Ramos, the second baseman, leads the team with 47. Michael O'Rourke has 30. And Benny Cicero, swing and a miss. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Termini. Benny Cicero, the right fielder, has 25. So it's 25 is third on the team. Fourth is Saps with 23. That is a line drive. It's going to be a base hit to right for Termini. There are runners at first and second with only 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. So they are threatening.
Number 43.
Next up is the catcher, Anthony Millo, hitting .246. The number 9 hitter. Swings at a pitch in the dirt, fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Runner in scoring position is at second. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Saps leads off second. Termini leads off first. Swing and a miss. The inside fastball, count is 1-2. And he pulls it towards the wheel well, the camera well, over on the third base side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. 4, 6, 3. Scooped nicely by Bagwell. And the double play is complete. So that retires the side at the end of 2. It's Atlanta 2, Bronx Knights 1. Thank you for joining the stream. Please like the video. Bye. Oh well. So, Brian O'Keefe starts the top of the third. 241, 11 homers, 44 runs batted in. Ramos sets and delivers. Fouls off the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike 1. O'Keefe won the Gold Glove for catcher last season.
Nope, at the ball.
Pitches low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike on the catcher. Swing and a miss. The split finger fastball, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the curveball. That's the first out of the inning. As strikeout number 4 for Eli. Here's the replay.
the shortstop.
Way out in front.
Vizquel.
So next up is the leadoff man, Omar Vizquel, who singled in the first. This is his second plate appearance. And he fouls off the fastball back behind the plate. Strike one. Ground ball, base hit up the middle and through. Vizquel is 2 for 2, and with one away here in the top of the third, they have a runner at first. So, stole a bag in the first inning. Will he try to steal another one here in the third? Next up is Henry Cabrera, who struck out in the first. Quick throw, keep him close. He's going, but it was a hit and run. Fouled it off, so he'll have to go back to first. Strike one on Cabrera. Keeping him close, trying to get a lead over there.
No, he's in there.
In there, strike two. Count as 0-2 on Cabrera. Strike three called at the knees. There's two away. Cabrera is retired. Strikeout number 5 for Eli.
The first baseman, number 5. Jeff.
Too close to take. Even if you argue that it's low, you got to foul it off. Put the bat on it. So next up is the Hall of Famer, Jeff Bagwell. Grounded out in the first. Outside, ball one. Jeff played for the Houston Astros. Outside corner, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Bagwell. That's a line drive to single to center. That is a base hit with 2 away. Runners will be at first and second. And they are threatening.
Now that's second baseman,
Rogers Hornsby hit a 2-run home run to dead center field in the first. He's up there for his second plate appearance. And it is a line drive up the middle. It is a base hit, and it will be at the very least an RBI single for Rogers Hornsby, and the score is 3-1 Atlanta. So there'll be runners at first and third with 2 away. Here's the replay. Just served it into center field, waited on that breaking ball. So Miguel Sano steps in. 0 for 1 with the ground out. And that is a line drive up the third base line. Foul ball. Strike one. Swing and a miss the fastball. High and tight. Count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Sano. Up the middle, it is through for a base hit. Sano will have an RBI single, and the score is 4-1. So these 2 out hits are absolutely killing Ramos.
Now that's the center fielder, Christian.
He had 2 strikes on him as well. Ground ball with eyes through the box. So Christian Robinson, who struck out in the second, steps in. Grounds it to the second baseman, flips over to second, can force to retire the side, but they score 2 runs. And after 2.5 innings of baseball, it's Atlanta leading by 3. They have a 4-1 advantage. So we go to the bottom of the third. Leadoff man Max Lukelich is up again, singled in the first.
The center fielder, number 38.
And he lines it down the right field line into the seats, strike one. Pitch is outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Luklich. And that's a line drive. It will be a base hit to left center field. And he's 2 for 2 to lead off this game. Stirring the drink. Here's the replay. So next up is first baseman Don Mattingly. He flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Quick throw to first to keep Luklich close. He did have a steal in the first. Line drive, base hit the other way past the third baseman. Runners at first and second and nobody out. So it's a 3-run ball game, but the tying run will come to the plate as Chris Ramos steps to the plate. He had an RBI single in his first at-bat. Runners at first and second. Pitches low, ball 1. And he's late on the slider. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike. Line drive caught by the first baseman. Almost a double play. Nice reaction play by the first baseman. So, one more game against the Braves, a quick 2-game set, off day, and then they go on a road trip for 3 against the Royals and then 3 at Fenway Park against the Red Sox. So, Michael O'Rourke steps up with 1 away. Runners at first and second. He's 0 for 1 so far. And he's late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. Julio Urias yanks it into the seats. Strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And it hits him. So the bases will be loaded with 1 out for Jacob Salazar. Here's a replay. No intent, obviously. Nobody wants to load the bases with a 3-run lead. So Jacob steps in, struck out in the first. He has the bases loaded and only 1 out. And that is a deep drive. Back goes the left fielder looking up. It is Gonzo. A grand slam home run for Jacob Salazar. Number 15 on the season. And they, just like that, they have a 5-4 lead. Oh, yeah. A grand salami. Here's a replay. Boom! Henry Cabrera back to the track. The wall looking up. Didn't get back fast enough. So next up, with a 5-4 advantage here with 1 out in the third, is Benny Locicero. Grounds it up the first base line, but it goes down. Strike 1. Out in front of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the right fielder. Low in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's the line drive over the head of the shortstop and into left center field. It will be a base hit. So they have a runner at first with 1 out still. And the onslaught continues. 14-game hitting streak for Locicero. Next up is Matthew Saps. He singled in the first. Singled in his first at-bat, that is. And he's going. Pitches in there, strike 1. Throw down is not in time. Locicero has himself a stolen base, so he's in scoring position for Matt Saps. They are running with reckless abandon. No fear of that catcher. So count is 0-1. Locicero leads off second base. And it's a deep drive to right, but playable for Straw, who makes the catch for the second out. No advance on the base paths. Strong throw over to third by the right fielder. And so Matt Termini steps in. He singled in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. He'll need another single to get that runner in from second. And he pulls the changeup down the left field line, strike one. So Benny has 15 stolen bases now. Pretty decent for the right fielder. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's a ground ball up the middle and through. It is a base hit. Los Cicero rounds third and heads home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI single for Matt Termini, and it is a 2-run ball game as the Bronx Knights take a 6-4 lead.
Number 43.
Ground ball with eyes. Sometimes it doesn't matter how hard you hit it. It matters where you hit it. So, Anthony Miller, the catcher, steps up. Bullpen for the Braves is active. Throw to first just to keep Termini close. Termini's 2 for 2. Anthony Miller grounded out in the second. 0 for 1. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Might have been ball 1, but it's a strike. Count as 0 and 1. Checks his swing in the dirt, blocked nicely by O'Keefe. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on the catcher. That's a deep drive, but right at, check it, long running catch from Cabrera. Nice play to end the inning. But after a grand slam home run from Jacob Salazar and an RBI single from Termini, at the end of 3, it's the Knights 6, the Braves 4. So we go to the top of the 4th. Ahmed Rosario struck out in the second. Eli Ramos has a new opportunity for win 16. If he can get it together. In there, strike 1. He hasn't pitched well, but if he can power through 5 innings, might be able to get that win. And he grounds it foul. The bunt was foul, so the count is 0 and 2 now. Trying to bunt his way on for a base hit. Swing and a miss. The split finger fastball, and that is out number 1 here in the 4th. Strikeout number 6. League leaders in wins. Eli Ramos is on top of his game, 15. Joey Pollard, his teammate, has 14. Patrick Joseph, another teammate, 12 at the bottom of the list. If things stay the way they are, he'll have 16. Miles Straw grounded out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Fouls it back. Strike 1. Breaking ball outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the split finger fastball, count is 1 and 2. Deep drive to right. Back goes O'Rourke. Twists around, makes the catch, out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Brian O'Keefe struck out in the 3rd, second plate appearance. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Strike 1. Split finger in there, strike 2. Hard ground ball up the first base line, but it is foul. Count remains 0-2. Deep drive. Oh, looking up. It is a 1-run ball game. Score is 6-5 on O'Keefe's 12th home run of the season. Oh my goodness. He does not have it today. Oof. So with 2 away here in the top of the 4th, Omar Vizquel is 2 for 2. Steps in. And he pulls the fastball down the right field line. Strike 1. In there, strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. 3.
Strike 3, circle change frozen. On the side is retired, but gives up another run on the solo homer by Brian O'Keefe. And after 4 innings of play, it's the Knights 6, the Braves 5. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Max is 2 for 2. Two runs scored. He's got a stolen base. Checks his swing, pitches low. 32 steals and 32 doubles, and was the starting center fielder for the American League. And that's another hit. He's 3 for 3. What a game he's having. Sometimes you can't buy a hit, but then there's other days like today. So Julio has given up 10 hits and 6 earned runs in only 3 innings, 3+. Next up is Don Mattingly. He's 1 for 2. He's certainly not a pitcher's duel. Ground ball, 6, 4, 3, double play, and there are 2 away. Routine double play from Mattingly. So Chris Ramos will get up with the bases empty and 2 away. He has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. He has 47 homers and 120 RBIs on the season. Inside, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
He's obviously in the conversation for the American League Most Valuable Player. High ball 2, count is 2 balls and no strikes. And he pulls the changeup foul, 2 balls and 1 strike. At the knees, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the payoff pitch. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. So it's a walk. So a 2-out walk. We'll continue the inning. We'll prolong the inning. Michael O'Rourke will step up to the plate. Fouls it upstairs behind the plate, strike 1. One ball and 1 strike. Line drive right at the shortstop. Vizquel makes the catch, retires aside. So, for 4 innings of baseball, it's a 1-run ball game. The Braves are losing 6-5. So we go to the top of the 5th. Henry Cabrera is 0 for 2. He steps up to lead off. Ramos needs to get through 5 to qualify for the win. Pitches low and outside, ball 1. So Henry Cabrera was the July Rookie of the Month for the National League. Michael O'Rourke was the July Rookie of the Month for the American League. Right fielder, the left fielder for the BRONX KNIGHTS. Ramos catches the pop-up in short right field for the first out here in the top of the 5th. Next up is Jeff Bagwell. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Average is sitting at 301. In there, strike 1. Fouls the slider back. Count is 0-2. Pops him up. Pitcher calls everybody off. Eli makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So next up is Rogers Hornsby. He has a home run, an RBI single, 3 RBIs today. 2 away here in the inning. Strike 1. Just misses the outside corner with the breaking ball count. Evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Ramos wanted that call. Doesn't agree with it. Thought he had the corner. And he pops him up the elevator shaft. Out of the crouch is Millo behind the plate. Makes the catch to retire the side. So he's got his 5 innings. He can qualify for the win. After 4.5, Bronx Knights lead 6-5. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. In relief is Carlos Rodon, making his 51st appearance. His record is 4-9 with an 8.14 earned run average. Ugly ERA. Leading off is Jacob Salazar. He's 1 for 2 with a grand slam home run. Responsible for 4 of those runs, 6 runs on the scoreboard.
Salazar.
Ball 1.
Outside ball 1. Strike on the inside corner. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Big strike zone. Grounds it. Backhanded by Sano at third. Long throw. In time. 1 away.
Now batting.
The line for Julio. 4 innings pitched. 10 hits. 6 earned runs. He is the losing pitcher at the moment. So with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, Benny Locicero steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Lefty versus lefty. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. Fouls it back, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here in the 5th. It's a 6-5 ball game. Bronx Knights lead. Swing and a miss, and that's 2 away. Struck him out. Nasty breaking ball. So the highest ERA in the National League belongs to the Braves by a wide margin, 6.63. So 6 runs is actually their average game. So Matt Saps is 1 for 2 with a single. Part of the reason why they're 40 games under 500. Can't score enough runs to keep up with their pitching staff. Pitches inside, ball 1. Saps in his last ball game 2 nights ago was 3 for 4. And he pops him up. Omar Vizquel on the outfield grass, waits for it, makes the catch for the 2nd out. No, check that, the 3rd out. Side is retired. So after 5 innings, it's an official ball game. Bronx Knights lead 6-5. Miguel Sano has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. He leads off here in the top of the 6th. Ramos is still out there. Checks the swing, pitches low, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball, circle change, inside corner, strike 2. Just misses off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wanted that one. Feels like he's getting squeezed by the home plate umpire. He goes after the low pitch and slices it into the seats. Count remains 2-2. Strike 3 called. It might have been high, but he'll take it for strikeout number 8. Let's look at this.
The center fielder, number 11.
I mean, is that the belt?
Robin.
Anyway, it's an out regardless. So Kristen Robinson, 0 for 2, steps in with one away here in the 6th. In there, strike one. Just misses outside with the slider, 1 ball and 1 strike. That is a lazy fly ball to right. Lo Cicero makes the catch for the second out.
The designated hitter, Ahmed.
So the DH Ahmed Rosario has struck out twice today. He's up with 2 away here in the 6th. Pitches low, ball 1. In there, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jams him high and tight, count is 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9. And the side is retired. So 5.5. Bronx Knights lead by 1. The score is 6-5. So before Termini steps to the plate,
Leading off for the Bronx,
righty switch. So
number 79.
let's go Carlos Estevez. We'll schedule to put him in the game. So Termini's 2 for 2. And that is a ground ball base hit through the right side. So they have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 6th. He's 3 for 3.
Now batting, number 43.
Here it is. So next up is Anthony Mello, 0 for 2. Average is dipped to 244. Pitches outside, ball 1. High, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Throw over to first. Got his hand back in there. And that's a deep drive. But back goes Cabrera, makes the catch right in front of the warning track. That's the first out here in the 6th. Gave it a ride, but not far enough.
38.
So the leadoff man, Max Lukulich, is up. His 4th plate appearance is 3 for 3. 2 runs, stolen base. And he popped it straight up behind the plate. O'Keefe makes the catch, basically standing on home plate for the second out.
The first baseman, number 23.
Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly is 1 for 3 with a single.
Mattingly.
Termini leads off first. Swing and a miss, a little late on the 2-seamer. Strike 1. Again, another throw to first.
Nope.
High, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. High, throw down to second is not in time. Termini steals the bag. So with 2 outs, he's in scoring position. A single can get him home. Definitely worth it. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Mattingly. Termini leads off second. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, count goes full, 3 and 2. Second baseman Chris Ramos is on deck. And he grounds it past the first baseman into right field. It is a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Termini. It is an RBI single for Don Mattingly. And the score is 7-5. Don't leave for the next man what you can do for yourself. A 3-2 pitch. pulls it past the first baseman and into right field for his second hit of the ball game. Nice job with 2 outs. So Chris Ramos gets up. He's 1 for 2 with a single, RBI single. Fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. So it's a 7-5 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. Chases a high fastball. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Chris Ramos. And he fouls it upstairs. Count will stay right where it is. That's a deep drive. Back goes the right fielder on the track. He makes a running catch to retire the side. But the RBI single by Mattingly gives them an insurance run. And after 6 innings of baseball, it's the Bronx Knights 7, the Atlanta Braves 5. So in relief here in the top of the 7th, in comes Carlos Estevez, making his 27th appearance. His record is 1-1. He has a 3.00 earned run average, 33 strikeouts and 27 innings pitched. And he faces Miles Straw, who's 0 for 2. High strike, but strike nonetheless. And he pulls the fastball foul. Count is 0-2 on Straw. Just misses the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for the Atlanta Braves here in the top of the 7th. 7-game hitting streak for Straw. Here's the replay. Ground ball up the middle. So before we pitch to O'Keefe with a solo home run in the 4th, we are going to go to the manager's office in the bullpen. And we'll get Jesse Biddle warm, just in case. Swing and a miss at the 99-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. Low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Over to Termini, over to second for 1, back to first. It is a round-the-horn double play for the 2 away. Nice play. 5-4-3 DP. Just like that, there are 2 outs and the bases are clear. So Omar Vizquel is 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. He's got the average up to 262. Switch hitter batting now from the left side. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour. And just gets a piece of the fastball. The count is 0-2. Line drive, base hit the other way, and all the way into the corner. O'Rourke Fields fires to second, fires a strike, but not in time. So they have a double from Omar Vizquel, his 24th of the season, to put a runner in scoring position here with 2 away. But the tying run comes to the plate. So next up is Cabrera. It's 0 for 3, and the manager will go to the bullpen and bring in Jesse Biddle. Jesse Biddle, left-hander, 45 games, 2-2 with a 1.39 earned run average. He has been excellent this season. First pitch, lazy fly ball to center. Lo Cicero makes the catch to retire the side. So, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 7-5 lead. The Bronx Knights are ahead. Ethan Hawkins comes in to pitch the bottom of the 7th. 16 games, 1-1, 7 ERA. Michael O'Rourke is 0 for 2 officially today. Manager of bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. Dylan Patansis will warm up. Dylan Patansis will go in the game. Let's pitch the 8th. Pitch is high, ball 1. Eric Dunning, the right-hander, is warming in the Braves bullpen. And that is a line drive up the middle, and it is a base hit. Robinson gets it back in, so it's a single, and O'Rourke is 1 for 3.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
Jacob Salazar steps up. He's 1 for 3, but it was a big one. It was a grand slam home run. Boom. Line drive that just made it over the left field fence. Check that. The base is loaded. So he bats now from the left side against the righty Hankins. And that's a line drive, but right at the second baseman Hornsby. And there's one away. Hard hit ball, but right at the field. So next up is Benny Lo Cicero. He has a single. He's 1 for 3. Pitch is high, ball 1. O'Rourke leads off first. He's sneaky fast. He's got, I think, 20 steals on the season. Quick throw to first. Gets back. Again, quick throw to first. Gets his hand back in there. Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes on Benny. High, 3-0. Really have the green light? I don't think so, but we'll see. In there, right down the middle. Count is now 3-1. It's a hitter's count. The shackles are off. Let's see what happens. Go to first. Outside corner, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Will the runner at first be in motion? I don't think so, but we'll see. Fouls back to fastball, 96 on the radar gun. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off first. 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Bronx Knights lead 7-5. And he pulls the fastball, but it goes foul down the right field line. In there, strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Lo Cicero today, and there's 2 away. So next up is Matt Saps. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Runner's still at first. Still a 2-run ball game. Grounds rolls it over to the Sano at third. On the infield grass, he throws across to retire at the side. So after 7 innings of baseball, it's a 2-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They lead 7-5. So in the top of the 8th comes in the setup man, Dellin Betances. He's 2-3. He does have 5 saves. His ERA is 2.18. He has 63 strikeouts and just over 45 innings pitched. And he comes in to face Jeff Bagwell, the Hall of Famer, who's 1 for 3 with a single today.
The first baseman, number 5.
Checks his swing, but in there, strike 1.
Bagwell.
100 miles an hour, swing and a miss. Triple digits on the radar gun. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive. Oh, that's gone. Say goodnight to that one. And it is a 1-run ball game all the way into the visitors' bullpen. Jeff Bagwell hits home run number 31 on an 0-2 pitch. And the score is 7-6. Oof. Makes its way all the way over the retired numbers into the bullpen. So Rogers Hornsby steps up. 2 for 3. In there, strike 1. Strike 2. Pitch is outside, waste pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Attendance 43,585 here in Classic Yankee Stadium. It's not a sellout. Late on the fastball, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the slider, and there's 1 away. Chances his first strikeout, so comes back to strikeout Hornsby, tough hitter. So Miguel Sano, the third baseman, is an RBI single today. He's 1 for 3. Grounds it to Termini, fires across the diamond, 2 away. Manager's office, bullpen. Warm up John Smoltz. Kristen Robinson with 2 away, steps up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-seam fastball inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, the knuckle curve, count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 7-6 ball game. Bronx Knights holding on to a 1-run advantage. And that's a deep drive. Long run for Luklich. He will not get there as 1 hop off the wall. And the tying run will be at second base here with 2 away. That's Kristen Robinson's 19th double of the season. And it doesn't look like Dellin has it today. So up steps Ahmed Rosario, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Manager, mound visit. Wants to talk to him, see how he feels. His confidence is low. We're going to the bullpen. Bringing in John Smoltz to put him in the game to get a 4-out save. He's 4-1. He has 21 saves in 27 opportunities. ERA is 3.63. 47 strikeouts and just under 35 innings pitched. In there, strike 1. Breaking ball, strike 2. 1 pitch from getting out of this trouble. Just gets a piece of the splitter. Stays alive. Fouls the fastball upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 0-2. Tying run is at second. Go ahead run at the plate. Strike 3 called. Caught him looking on the breaking ball, and the side is retired. So, we go to the bottom of the 8th. They get a run on the home run by Jeff Bagwell. It's 7-6. Knights lead. So Eric Dunning steps on the mound for the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-1 with a 4.57 earned run average. And leading off is Matt Termini. Termini's 3 for 3. He's had a good day. Right-hander against right-hander. Fouls it upstairs, strike 1. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is the 4th hit of the ball game for Matt Termini. He is 4 for 4 today. The leadoff man is on here in the 8th for the Knights.
Number 43.
So, Anthony Millo's up, and he pulls the fastball foul, strike 1. It should be bunting in this situation. Very surprised that he isn't. Outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Daniel Ponce de Leon, the right-hander, is warming in the Braves bullpen. Millo's 0 for 3. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Hey!
2-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff man Max Luklich is on deck. Grounds it, Sano over to second for 1, back to first, double play. Bases are now empty and there's 2 away. So instead of bunting, He hits into the double play,
Number 38.
does the worst possible thing, clears the bases. So Matt Lukulich is up. He's 3 for 4 with 3 singles today. Pitches outside, ball 1. Grounds it up the first base line, foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Max. It is a shallow fly ball. Long run for Robinson. He makes the catch. Beautiful catch to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Atlanta Braves. They need a run to tie this ball game. It's 7-6. Knights lead. So leading off here in the 9th, Miles Straw. He's 1 for 3 with a single. John Smoltz is obviously still out there for the 4-out save. Grounds it back through the box, up the middle. It is a leadoff single. The tying run is at first for the Braves. Here in the 9th.
Now back, catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Next up is Brian O'Keefe, the catcher. He is 1 for 3 with a home run. Pitches outside, ball 1, and he's bunting. And he grounds his foul, bunts foul, strike 1. Pops the bunt up, and it's caught. So he's unsuccessful getting the bunt down, and there's 1 away here in the 9th. Runner's still at first. Omar Vizquel has had a good day. He's 3 for 4. 2 singles, a double, 2 runs scored. And that is a lazy fly ball. Pulled it to O'Rourke in left. He makes the catch for the 2nd out. And the Atlanta Braves are down to their final out. So with 2 away, Henry Cabrera steps up. He is 0 for 4. Grounds it past the diving attempt by Ramos. And there'll be runners at first and second with 2 away. And the tying run is in scoring position here in the 9th. Takes the first pitch and wraps it between first and second. So next up, Greg Jones is pinch running. Get a little extra speed on the base paths. So Jeff Bagwell, who hit a home run in his last at-bat, he's 2 for 4. Steps in with a chance to tie this game. Low pitch, but he called it a strike. My goodness, I would be unhappy with that call. So the count is 0-1. Pitches just off the plate outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive, but playable. This should do it. Lukulich is there. He makes the catch. Inning over. Bowl game over. Knights win 7-6. So they win the first game of this quick 2-game series at Classic Yankee Stadium against the Braves. That is win number 80 on the season. They are a team, a season high, 40 games over 500 at 80 wins and 40 losses. Eli Ramos gets the victory. He's got 16 wins, which leads the American League. John Smoltz gets the 4-out save. And let's do this the right way. So, Bronx Knights, 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Atlanta Braves, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Like I said, Eli Ramos got the win. I believe he's 16-4. Julio Urias gets the loss. John Smoltz gets save number 22. Jacob Salazar had a grand slam home run today, and he is your player of the game. So that was a broadcast of Bronx Knight Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And if you're not interested in baseball, we've got lots of other playlists to look at. Shenanigans with RC Robbin. RC Robbin is me. Thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate it. Have yourself a great evening.